Welcome to Exploring with Sisters. We are so happy that you have found our channel and we hope you enjoy our videos. We're two sisters from the United States, Cindy and Valerie. Together, we seek out adventure throughout this beautiful world. We not only plan, but we also host small group vacations. So follow us along. We share our experiences, our itineraries, our laughs, and our many adventures throughout this world. This video takes you along on day 5 of our 11-day journey through Belgium. Our trip started off in Brussels, where we spent a few days before going to the coast to pick up our rental boat in a port called Newport. From Newport, we sailed to Bruges, where we spent a few days, and today we're departing Bruges and we are going down the canal to Ghent. Last night we had to coordinate with the mooring site host to find out what time he would open up the bridge for us to exit. He opened it up automatically at 9 a.m., which is when the other lifting bridges open up along the canal. So Scott, one of our passengers, but also our boat captain, is married to one of the ladies on the trip. He did an excellent job navigating this boat through the canals.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I hope you've been watching my video series on Belgium, but if not, I encourage you to go back and learn more about this pedestrian bridge that you see in front of us now. I always try to share interesting facts and trivia in my videos, along with places to visit, best practices, and of course the history of the towns that we're visiting. They also capture all the memories that our guests and travelers enjoyed on the trip. We rented this boat from Les Boats, and they are located in Newport. They provided us with a manual with all the phone numbers necessary to call ahead to the bridge masters to let them know we're coming and to open up the bridges.
Yeah, this is one of them.
It's a Thursday morning, 9 o'clock, early start. Beautiful day. Got our captain and our co-captain. What do you call it? Skipper? What's a co-captain called? I said co-captain. I knew that wasn't right, but I was like, what is it? I'm not awake yet.
At each bridge there's a traffic signal, and you'll approach it, it'll be red, and then when it starts moving it'll go to red and green at the same time. And you're not allowed to proceed through the bridge until the light is green.
It's rotating. I love how they're all so different.
Yeah,
You never know what they're going to do, you know?
every one of them.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't very good timing.
Yeah, Mama. You better move those ducklings.
Dad's gonna be like, okay, come on, we gotta turn around.
One. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Dad's trying to push it out of the way. Don't turn that way, Mama. With all these kids, they want you to honk, Scott. All those,
I don't know where they are. I can't see them.
They're
the
coming.
bridge.
They're right here.
Oh, so it is universal.
When we were going down the canals, we found it really interesting to see all the various types of boats that were moored up along the side and that passed us along the canal. Some were enormous, and I would love to see the inside of them, but it is amazing how many people make this their lifestyle.
We're being passed first thing this morning. But we still have one behind us, and there's Bruges leaving. Bruges, see the spiral?
Our manuals also had a listing of all the different signs and what they meant. There's a maximum speed for our boat on the canals, and it's at 9 kilometers, which is pretty slow, if you're wondering why we're not going any faster. This journey has a lot of bridges to go through, and I was afraid it would slow up our travel time, but they were very efficient, and there were multiple boats following along with us, so they were very prompt in opening them up. Belgium's canals are some of the most dense area of canals in Europe, and the canal network is renowned for its historical ingenuity and its massive modern engineering. The construction dates span from the 1600s to modern day, and the depth of the canals really do vary by the route. The canal that connects Bruges to Ghent is called the Canal Ghent-Bruges. How original, but it connects the two historic cities. It's approximately 42 kilometers long, and it's really popular for cycling route that goes alongside of it, and of course for boat tours.
the water
Yeah.
twice as wide as we are. Now
That's
that's
So that's not a working boat, it's a...
Wow, look at that thing.
oh, that's a boat out of Amsterdam. Yeah, I was gonna say it's out of the Netherlands.
Wow.
That's a beautiful one.
Do you take your boat out on?
Along this pretty busy canal, we passed a lot of industrial sites as well as farms and beautiful small villages. The history of this canal is quite interesting. It was started originally in the year 1270 when Bruges decided to connect itself with Ghent. Ghent was against it, and so this legend says that at night the Ghent people would go and put the sand back into the area that was dug up by the Bruges during the day, and that this created quite a rivalry because Ghent was afraid that Bruges would take away some of its trading. The rivalry got so bad that in 1379 the people of Ghent panicked and rebelled fearlessly against the Bruges people. Ghent lost their sea access to the Dutch during the 80 Years' War, so in 1613 Ghent and Bruges decided to go ahead and build a waterway connecting the two cities. This canal actually opened in 1625, and it gives sea access via the Oosted, which finally opened after 355 years of digging, and it is still in use today.
We have a new captain. Wave, Captain Kim.
Yeah.
Woo!
Where's your hat? An all-female crew.
That's right.
Good job.
Okay.
Captain K. Captain K.
Yay! All right.
Who has a camera? Who has a camera?
Two hands to the wheel.
All right, look over here. Look at her. Got it? All right. Your husband's going to be impressed with how brave you are to walk. Here comes the cows down the road. Whatever it's called.
Ringvaart.
Yeah,
Oh. Wow.
Ringvaart.
right here.
This part?
This is where we're going. To the right.
In the center of town. Oh, look, passport.
Yeah, we're not going that way. That's yeah, we gotta go. That's a huge lock.
Yeah. And there's a big lock and a little lock and a no lock. We're taking the no lock. There is nothing normal about Cindy.
You go this one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the harbor there.
He said this is the other marina. We pass it about 5 minutes. We'll be at ours.
Pass it inside here?
Yeah. Yeah, just keep going.
Oh, big boat coming out.
Oh yeah, look at that. How do you fit two of us in here?
I'm probably screwing up going the wrong way.
I think you're going the wrong way. They'll tell you if you are.
Oh, yeah, they
It feels like it doesn't because everybody's facing us.
Yeah, but I don't think there is another
I
way.
don't
So,
think there is either.
no, this is a
It's just the way y'all.
this is a dead end. So there's no other way to
park
go.
the same way.
After we turned off of the main canal, we actually are now on a river. It's called the River Lee, L-E-I-E, and this will take us directly to our mooring site for the next 2 nights in Ghent.
Here, Robin. This is for you, Robin.
See if you can grab out and touch. It's a hairbrush. Think of it as a hairbrush. Don't be scared. Be brave.
As we came down the river closer to our mooring site, we really enjoyed looking at the homes and their boat docks and all the lovely trees that lined this beautiful small river. This mooring site is called Linden Lee, and it is a marina that offers full water and power hookups. It's only a 5-minute walk into the city center, and we were just thrilled that they had space for us for the next few nights. And as typical, when you're approaching a mooring site, I had called previously to the host, and he indicated that he would welcome us and let us know where to park the boat.
Not what I expected. What a difference from last night, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't this the boat that we've been following?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we just turn it around down there.
Yeah, he's right. Right, I'm guessing with them.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
they're
he's
pointing me down.
This is going to be so awesome,
you
y'all.
guys gotta get you on there. Somebody's gonna be at the
Okay.
stern, somebody at the bow. You still need to-
Okay, do you want to help? Beautiful job.
After leisurely going down the canal for the last several hours, everybody was ready to get off the boat and go explore Ghent. From what I had read about Ghent, it's a chilled out kind of place with a city feel. It's very human, friendly, and welcoming. It's also a university town. It has more subtle charm than Bruges, but it also has all of the cobbled streets, the canals, the medieval architecture, but it's also a very livable city.
Oh, cute.
Hi.
It's a real English. Maybe.
We enjoyed a short leisure walk into town. It was only about 5 minutes to get to the pedestrian area of Ghent. Ghent is located where two rivers meet, and the rivers are Lea and Schlitt. And it's a university town, as I mentioned, and a very much a cultural hub for this area. Ghent is in the East Flanders, which is in the Flemish region of Belgium, and it is the third largest city in Belgium behind Brussels and Antwerp. Ghent is another popular tourist attraction because it's so well preserved and has a very walkable historic city center. This is St. Nicholas Church, and it is a Roman Catholic church. It began in the early 13th century, and it's famous for its blue-gray stone that was used to construct it. It was constructed adjacent to the old trade center, and it was very popular with all of the guilds or the different tradespeople.
Wow, Val. Is it pretty?
Yes.
You like? The castle down there?
Yes.
Hey, this is a lock bridge.
Yes.
This is a very scenic location where you can see the major historic buildings of city center and also where the two rivers meet. And this is called St. Michael's Bridge because it's adjacent to St. Michael's Church. Similar to Bruges, they do offer canal tours by boat. This was not part of our agenda, but maybe next time on our trip we'll take this one in as well. Touring the belfry is on our list, and it is open every day from 10 to 6, and the cost is €11 for an adult. As you enter, you'll go into this large rectangular room, and this is called the Cloth Hall, and it was originally the headquarters for the cloth trade. This is where all the wool was inspected and measured, and negotiations for purchasing and selling were made. And it was constructed in 1425 and took about 20 years to complete. These are replicas of the 4 blue stone tower guards, and they were installed in the corners of the belfry in 1339 and remained in place until 1870. Before you take the elevator to the top of the belfry, you'll pass this little small museum that displays the historic dragons, the fire-breathing dragons that were placed on top of the belfry. The copper dragon has been atop the belfry and guarded the city since 1377. It is a very fierce mascot of the city, and these are the historic versions that were once installed on the belfry itself. The dragon is to represent the city's wealth and independence and guard all of its treasuries that were once kept here in the belfry. In this belfry, there is an elevator that takes you to the top, and then you take your way down via the stairs. So there are many stairs involved, and it is not handicap accessible. When you exit the elevator, you're at the top floor of the belfry, and this is where the carillon drum is located. It's similar to a music box because the levers pull the wires, which then in turn lift the hammers that make the sounds. The hammers fall against the outside well of the bell. The first carillon was installed in 1377, and it was made of wood. This one we're looking at was installed in the 15th century, and it was hand drilled with 17,000 holes with the different peg placements. The repertoire of sounds is updated every 2 years. This carillon weighs 30 tons, and it chimes every 15 minutes. We were blessed with such a beautiful day to take in all the views from the top of the belfry. Here we're looking at the St. Bavo's Cathedral, which I'll talk about a little bit in a minute. The belfry is one of the 3 medieval towers in the Old City Center, and it stands 299 feet tall, which makes it the tallest one in Belgium. Its construction was from 1313 to 1380, but the uppermost parts of the building have been rebuilt several times to accommodate the growing number of bells. The belfry stands between the St. Bavo's Cathedral and this that we're looking at now, which is the St. Nicholas Church. To get from one level to the other, you do require the stairs, and they are quite steep and very narrow. On the second level is the famous Roland Bell, and this is also called the Great Bell. It's a historic alarm bell that was used to announce the opening of the markets or to sound danger warnings to the residents. It was cast in the year 1314, and legend claims it was so deep that it could drown out thunder. There was a clapper displayed that we all gave it a go to try and lift. Could not believe how heavy it was.
It lifted her. Do it now.
Okay.
Heave, ho,
I just lifted my toes.
heave, ho.
Don't think so.
No. Suzanne, come on, little one.
What's that? Not when I start to feel the muscle in my collar.
Yeah.
She's making excuses already.
I know.
Yeah.
There you go. Look.
Nothing to it. Small and mighty. Good luck. I'll see you at the bottom. The majority of the population was illiterate, and they had to hear the time and to know what to do because it kind of planned their days.
So they knew when to work, when to stop
It
work.
had a profound impact on daily life.
That's amazing.
I know. Every self-respecting city had a bell tower.
Bells were originally just used for religious purposes, but gradually they took on a more secular role by regulating life here for the illiterate population. Hourly bells started going off in 1378. On the first level of the belfry is a display of various bells that have been used over the many centuries. In the 13th century, Ghent was the second largest city in northern Europe, north of the Alps. The only city larger was Paris. There were 65,000 people that lived here then, that lived all within the city walls. Ghent was the leading manufacturer of cloth, and this brought so much prosperity to this area. This is St. Bavo's Cathedral, and it is a Roman Catholic church, Gothic architectural style, and it's famous for its Ghent altarpiece, which is also called the Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. Construction of the cathedral started in 1274, but it was continuously expanded and remodeled through the 16th century. It acquired the cathedral status in 1559 when the Diocese of Ghent was founded. The cathedral is free to enter, but there is a ticket and a cost associated with viewing the Ghent altarpiece. Currently, it's being restored and it's not a good time to come view it, but maybe during your visit it will be open and it's highly recommended. Tucked away behind a pillar in the underground chapel is this heavily aged sculpture of Christ crucified. Located in this same square is the Royal Dutch Theatre. That's on the north side of the square. It was constructed in 1897. Down, take in the beautiful weather, and enjoy a beer. We ended up at Beer Central. They have an expansive number of beers that they offer. It's a little touristy, but we didn't care. The beer is good and company was even better.
Oh,
It's in a boot.
He likes foam.
oh, it is in a boot.
Foam lets it breathe, right?
a boot beer.
Okay, lean back. My
it's
beer
got-
school.
Kirsten just wants to have gas later.
Yeah.
I just think you all have been sleeping too good. So
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
oh,
Look at you on your nose. What? Are you enjoying your beer?
Nothing wrong.
So each beer type is served in a particular glass that is designed for that beer. Scott's came in the shape of a boot, but some of the others were a little more conventional. Our wandering around Ghent continued, and we came upon the building was called the Town Hall. This has been a town hall since the 14th century, and it still is the administrative seat today. There are basically two wings to the town hall. There's the original one, which is very flamboyant and the Gothic style, which was constructed in 1519 to 1539. And then adjacent to it is the Renaissance version building, and it has the Doric, Ionic, and the Corinthian columns, and it was constructed in 1595 to 1618. If you want to enter the town hall, you can only go to the main reception. The only way to tour is to sign up ahead of time through their website, and it is a walking tour that lasts about an hour and a half. One famous part of this city town hall is the marriage chapel, and there are many people that come here to get married because of its enormous stained glass windows that make a beautiful backdrop. We actually ran into this couple that asked us to take their picture, so Cindy took their picture, and it was commemorating their wedding anniversary that they were married here on this site. I think it was 5 years ago today. The entire historic city center is a pedestrian-only zone, so it's very nice, but you do have to watch out for the scooters and the bicyclists. Our next stop was Graffiti Street. Graffiti Street is basically an alleyway that connects two thoroughfares. The city decided to legalize graffiti in this designated area in hopes that it would cut down graffiti going throughout the city center. And I think it's done a great job. I think it was very innovative of the city government to come up with a place that artists were free to express themselves in a designated area. You'll see a lot of Instagrammers here, a lot of people posing for pictures.
This is R E S T.
Ask him.
You see it? It's an extravagant. R E S and the other parts are just adding.
Ah, come on. Picasso's on his painting.
R-E-S-A.
It's beautiful.
It doesn't end with a T?
No, that's the A.
R-E-S-A.
Like the small A.
Yes, I get
Okay.
R-E-S-A. Very quick.
This little building here on the left is the smallest pub in Ghent. Also within walking distance is this Gravenstein, which is a medieval castle. We're actually going to tour this tomorrow, so I'll tell you a little bit more about it in my next video. Right across from the castle is this lovely little square full of restaurants and outdoor seating. It is the home of the old fish market. The fish market is located where the two rivers merge. It was a fish market from the late Middle Ages until the 1960s. It has a monumental gateway built in 1689 that features a statue of Neptune.
Look at the baby right there. He's getting food from his mama.
Oh,
He's just a pile of
yes.
feathers. Isn't that cute? There's 2 of them. 3 of them.
Oh, here they come. Let's see.
Incognito.
I know.
baby down there, the little baby duckling.
Clean up. Couple of them.
Located on that same square is the corner bottle shop. It displayed such a variety of Belgian beers that we couldn't pass it by without going inside. It was late afternoon, and I think our group had a really fun first afternoon in Ghent. We all learned our way around the city center and felt comfortable walking around. And it was a beautiful evening. People were stopping after work to have their drinks and meet their friends at the various outdoor cafes. I was craving a waffle and ice cream, so a few of us decided to depart and not go back to the boat, and we found a great little place with fresh waffles. Beginning to set, it was an absolutely gorgeous evening. We made our way back to St. Michael's Bridge and followed the canal down to where our boat was located. We passed some of these fun sculptures along the way of divers diving off the sides of the buildings into the canals. Our boat is perfect to sit on the top on a beautiful evening, enjoying a drink and great conversation with our fellow travelers. Exploring with Sisters thanks you for watching our video, and please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We will be posting videos throughout our 11-day journey through Belgium.